Hi, so hopefully you can read a sign, and we're at the Dubuque Arboretum and Botanical Gardens, Marshall Park. So this is actually a park along with Botanical Gardens. So we're going to go in here and check that out and see what we think about it. Hopefully it's something nice. All right, let's go ahead and get in there and see what's going on with it. Hey YouTube, it is Saturday, the 21st of August, 2021, about 3:21 in the afternoon. And we've come to the Dubuque Arboretum. I want to show you these gigantic flowers. Look at this thing. Now I know you can't figure out what the size that is. Check this out. This is my hand. I mean, that flower is bigger than my hand. That's how huge that is. Here they are unbloomed. And then you can see more through there. And then of course back there, you can see more of them. And then these giant. I don't know, there's some signs I'm trying to read. The garden adopted. Snow in summer, so I think that's that. So I don't know what those things are. Man, they're huge. They're too far for me to give you a comparison, but they're giant. Pretty cool. All right, let's keep going through here and see what else we can find. I mean, you can see there's all kinds of flowers here. Check these out. Very nice. All right, now you see this flower here? Again, you can't tell what the size of it is. Look, here's my hand next to this. Look at this. So that's the size. I mean, this thing is giant. You know, it's got another one down there. And there's a great big one right there. And there's one that is not even out yet. So just show you a little bit around here. Very, very nice. All right, now look at these things. Look at the colors of these. Here, can't really get over to them, but let me show you with this camera I can. And check out these white tips on them. I'll get you really close to this one. So you see that white tip, and I'll come up. Pretty cool, huh? And again, just look around here. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Okay, I wanted to share this orange one here with you. I think these are exceptional as well. You can see there's more back through there. Got pink ones back here, some white ones there. And then over here, some really light pink ones. Check these out. Very nice, huh? I think they're definitely setting up for a wedding down there. Show them chairs. So it's not going yet, so we won't be disturbed with nothing here. Nor would I want to. See these white ones here. And then all these back through here. I mean, this one here looks especially beautiful to me. Look at that. You like that? Because I know I do. Just kind of give you a little bit of a flyover on some of these. All these pink ones here. Very light yellow ones over there. And then a mixture of red and white here. Look at this one. But then look at how different this one is. And look at how different that one is. Very nice. All right, we're going to keep looking and seeing what we can find. But already I'm finding stuff. See over here. These guys with the big ball like cones. See that? And then a little all the yellow ones. A lot more yellow ones. I mean, all kinds of stuff, man. This is almost crazy. Alright, they have a cactus bed here. Check this out. I've never seen a cactus look like that. This looks like the same thing, smaller. But check this out. Queen Victoria Agave. Look at this thing. This is big. And it's just so cool the way it looks. Look at this. Now it's outlined in white. There's ball cactus, zebra hyathorn, zebra haworthia. And then look at all these other types of cacti here. Like this rock they've got in here. How cool is that? Flapjack's paddle. So that's what that's called. Flapjack's paddle. There's a blue agave. Here's a golden barrel cactus. That's a neat little bed. So here you see we're entering the shade garden. So check this out. It's called a shade garden because, well, you know, it's all pretty much shade. All these ferns and different plants apparently grow in the shade. You see there's a lot of ferns here. There's silver lode, H birchwood, H lakeside royale, tea time down there. PH3, I don't know what that means. Wagon wheels maybe? But look at this. I mean, that's in the sun of course over there, but check this out. I mean, my goodness, they're just green on top of green on top of green. See, they got this nice little building here and all kinds of green stuff going on in here. Check it out. It's like being in a jungle, but an organized jungle. Wow. These leaves are big, but those leaves are giant. My goodness. Here, see, they got big trees in here even. You know, so. And check this out with these flowers grown within these plants. Another gigantic tree right there. So even the trees ain't no joke. Some sort of a little concrete thing in there. Gigantic pine tree. More big trees. There's a lot of ferns right there. I'll give you the ferns. I'll go down through here. Go down around this way. Got benches here for you to sit and enjoy. Not bad. Again, this is the Dubuque Arboretum. And you're not going to believe it, but the admission is free. So, if you get to Dubuque, if you have even the slightest inkling of liking of flowers and plants and things like this, come here. Alright, let's look down here. Now you can see they have got some nice color laid out in here. And then they got that sculpture thing floating around. Not bad. Not bad at all. I see this? This is English Garden. You can pause that and read that. Who made this thing. It's got steps that goes down into it. All bricked. And this is sort of its layout. Let's take a closer look at some of these. Check out this flower. And then these here. Alright, let's just mosey on through here and see the things that they have. These are pretty over here, especially that top yellow one right there. That's a nice one. Oh, look at these purple ones. Now these are kind of cool. Check that out. And all these yellows. Can't go wrong with those. Got these plants in here. These are little dainty flowers back in here. And they got this thing here with a seat. Got those. Now look at the color of these. Look at the color of this. Check these things out. How cool are those? You got that over there. All of this stuff. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, you gotta admit that is nice. And right down through there, right over where we started. This is the entrance to the Japanese garden. And so far from what I've seen, I like it. They got a little small boardwalk here. And check this out. Let's see, what does this say? It's a hardy Japanese maple. I thought it was a Japanese maple. And it is. And it looks like one up there. They got, look at the koi fish. Check this out. There are a ton of koi in here. Let me get you closer. How cool is that? And here, I'll take you up on a high view around. If you look this way, they got a little bridge over there, and there's a waterfall. So we're going to head that way, see what we can get. But here, one more view of these koi. Very cool. All right, hope you like that part of it. That alone was cool. All right, so we'll just do a quick view. Got a few little yellow flowers over here. Check out this tree. More of the koi out there swimming. My goodness, look at them. I mean, there is a ton of those guys out there. Hopefully this GoPro's picking them up from here. That is too cool. All right, let's keep going. All right, now check out these koi as we feed them.
They're so pretty, aren't they? They are. Here comes all the others. There are a lot of them. Wow.
I don't think there's over 1 million. If you call that a lot.
See all the other ones coming in, honey?
Yeah, I know. All right, so you see these koi down here. But check this out. Nice waterfall. Very, very cool. I like that. And then all these guys over here. All right, so I'm on the other side of it now. We started over there. Let me lift this up and get you a better view, hopefully, of that tree out there. Hopefully it's coming through where you're getting all those colors and shades and all of that. Everything from orange to brown to green to yellow. Very neat place, man. Very neat place. Actually, you see this little oasis here with the sandhill cranes eating those red looking leaves. Tree and the bench over there. And back here in the back, got us a waterfall. So these leaves over here. The stone path. Let's go back here where this waterfall is. Alright, we'll just take a listen for a second. Here, I'll try to... Yeah, can't get rid of the glare. Just take a listen for a few seconds. Let's see how this sounds. Isn't it peaceful? I like it. And it just goes back around here. And there's the other side of the herons. Or the sandhill cranes, I mean. And it's a nice little area. So we'll keep going and looking what else they got. Alright, so we hit a bunch of beds of these things. Check these out here. Look how beautiful that is. Check out the beauty of this. Isn't that awesome? And then look at these. Here, look at the shades. How cool is that, huh? Then these things are giant. And look at these, the way they're made, like almost like little tentacles almost. And these orange and yellow ones. Really always love that color combination. So red ones here. Ooh, look at this bee. Boy, he was busy working, wasn't he? Little tiny ones there. How cool is that? Or this, oh my goodness gracious. Wow. All right, look. Here's my hand, okay? Here's my hand. This is what we're talking about here. These things are huge. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I love the color combinations. These are just little ones here. A little bird just flew out of there. These purple ones. Hey, you're going to want to go right down on that end.
Oh, yeah, the yellow.
Yeah. And here's just a bunch of little ones here. To the Emerald City. Man, look at all these types of flowers here. Oh my goodness, look at these things. There's a Tin Man in there. And here, look at this. Check that out. Uncle Henry's pig pen. There's Uncle Henry's pig right there. He's hiding in the flowers. Isn't that cute? And look at all these little ones here. This is Auntie M's garden. Got the feeling I got a Where's the Wallace thing going on here. Check out these flowers. All the different shades. Ooh, look at this guy out here working. And this guy working here too. Wow, they are busy. I check out the yellow ones out here. And these tall, dark ones. Aren't those kind of strange, but neat. It's in memory of Mary Jane Donovan Connolly. All right, then we'll just get these over here. Okay, apparently the wedding ceremony just concluded. So the couple just got married over there. So there they're happy. So many colors and variations, I'll tell you. Very, very, very cool. All these here. And that tree, check out that tree. And this garden here. John Grant. And check this out, they got some corn stalks here. These little tiny yellow flowers. I mean, these are about the size of a penny maybe. And this, I want to look, story time, a little bench and a little chair. Did you check this out? Story time, Munchkin Land. Look, Munchkin Land. That's for you, Munchy Munch. You know who you are. Follow the yellow brick road. Toto's got a garden. Over here, this is Toto's garden. There it is. Got all these colored leaves here. Chapter 1, the cyclone. Alright, and then to show you one more thing, this looks like the Wicked Witch's garden. See that hat? Chapter 12, the search for the Wicked Witch. You see that? We got that. So very, very, very cool. Chapter 17, how the balloon was launched. All right. I think that's about going to do it for the Arboretum. I don't want to go over in that wedding party. You see them all breaking up and coming up here for the reception, apparently. Very cool. Hope you've enjoyed this one.